Hi, welcome back to another episode of BS with Bella, and I'm with Jackie Pagano. Hello. Jackie is a makeup and hairstylist, and she's going to be doing my makeup throughout the whole podcast, so it's more of an interactive podcast. Hi, Jackie, welcome to the pod.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to do your makeup today.
So what are we doing? What's your...
We're just going to do a quick, probably like a 45-minute glam, keep it bronzy, and just very clean girl vibes.
All right,
Might be a little bit longer because we're talking.
Yeah, let's get rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
So what is in your makeup bag? How did you start, like, your makeup and hairstylist, like, journey?
So how I started is actually I was going to school for business, and then I switched over to go into teaching, and then...
Oh, wow. You went from business to teaching real quick.
Yeah, so, and then from there, I was spending all of my free time. It was during COVID. I was spending all of my free time just doing my makeup, to take it off, to not even take photos, to not go out anywhere, just for fun, just to play. And then I realized I was just spending all my time doing that, deciding that that's kind of really what made me happy. And I had some advice from some friends who...
We're in that industry a little bit more.
Basically said look into this as an actual profession because I love kids. I love working with kids. I've been a camp counselor. I've been a nanny, but I think that my passion wasn't actually being a teacher for elementary school anymore. It was just that I love children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then so I looked into programs and realized there was actual school for makeup.
So there you go. Yeah. Where'd you go to school for makeup?
I went to Artist Makeup Academy. So at that time, it was in Hoboken, New Jersey. And it was an amazing program. I had the best teacher.
And this is where it all started.
Yeah.
So how did you... What's in your makeup bag?
Everything. Everything you could probably... everything you can imagine from... every shade of concealer, every shade of foundation, from the lightest to the darkest. You have tons of different shades of blushes that will fit like every face. You really have to be prepared for every skin tone and every skin texture that's going to come into your seat, because if you're working on a group of girls, you have no idea who's going to be in your chair. Yeah. So you have to be prepared with everything.
Wow.
And all my contours and bronzers, glitters.
I feel so fancy. Feel fancy in a director chair.
Yes. Okay, so let's get started.
So, what was like your first job gig? Was it like a...
Oh my gosh.
What was it? What type of event?
Such a crazy story, actually. My first... I'm going to clip back your hair, but my first gig ever was a girl's Sweet 16. Her birthday was right next to Halloween. I was so nervous because this is my first time ever being paid to do makeup on someone. She found me from Instagram. And on my way over, we were dropping off a friend at the airport right before. I was about to show up like an hour early, so I wasn't going to be late. And there was a huge car accident that happened 2 seconds as we were getting on the highway. We were the first ones on the scene. And it was just very traumatic scene.
On your way to your first gig?
It was literally like a car with like 8 people that rolled over and like tons of blood and screaming and crying. It was... And then you just have to walk into the room and just put on a smile and pretend nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I was already freaking out because this is my first time ever doing makeup on someone professionally. Mm-hmm. But it was amazing. It was a girl's Sweet 16. I did her mom, and her aunt, and they all loved it. And best part about it is that as soon as I got there, I had a friend who was doing hair and was doing the hair for them for their event. Yeah. And I had no idea until I walked into the room. And it's crazy, too, because my first time doing hair, it was the same girl at my first hair gig.
Oh, wow.
Just coincidentally.
So you kind of had a little connection there.
Yeah, totally.
And so I know you do a lot of fundraising. Can you, like, kind of touch base on that with...
Yeah.
I know you tie in your career and you tie in also helping others.
Mm-hmm. So recently I hosted a makeup and beauty workshop for women cancer patients. That basically included a full PowerPoint session to educate all these women on a lot of the changes that they're going to incur because of treatment, basically from how their skin is going to change color, how it's going to change texture, how it's going to become dry, and even going over hair loss and all the things that really, a lot of people sway away from talking.
Yeah.
Even nail changes and... losing the nose hair, which no one talks about because...
Yeah, I didn't even know you had nose hair.
Yeah, you don't even think about that. It's like all the little things. And then after that, we went over different techniques of how to combat all of those appearance-related side effects. Basically, like how to draw on eyebrows or different techniques of that as well, and show them in person how to do these techniques. I got makeup sponsors to donate products so we could do these on these women, and it was really just about having an inclusive environment where all of these women could go and be around other people going through the same thing. I actually started this because my mom, she went through stage 4 metastasized breast cancer and peritoneum cancer, and during that process, when she was losing her hair because of the treatment, there was no outlets for her to learn how to do makeup or to do her eyebrows or to even different shades of blush that now work on her, different because of her skin. And
like, because there was so much change to her body, so certain products didn't work and some products did.
Yes, exactly. So we learned, and this was prior to me being a professional. So, sorry, so hard to think and talk.
No, you're good.
But when I was looking for her, we were looking online, and I was trying to help her as much as I can. There were really no outlets. There was no classes. There was no resources really specifically
to make
for
them feel like
patients.
make them feel normal.
Yes,
not like normal, but more make them like
exactly
back to
what it is. Because my mom told me specifically because of all of the tubes coming in and out of her body made her feel like an alien. Didn't make her feel human.
So she
was
wanted to go
an
back.
inhumane piece to cancer treatment. Yeah. So when I learned specifically to help her, I learned from alopecia patients. And so after she passed, I decided that, and she knew about this as well, but I really decided that I really wanted to run with this and use it as a way.
We got Director Bree over here.
Yeah, thank you. And I wanted to help other ladies going through the same thing, so I decided to really take this and run and make a whole program in a workshop to help other ladies.
Oh, that's so nice. So, did you do it once? Have you done it twice? How many?
So far I've done it one time.
And how was that experience?
It was amazing. It was so impactful, not only to these ladies, but to me as well. I felt so completely fulfilled by helping these girls and really specifically seeing that one-on-one interaction.
It was so much better than just...
Yeah, it wasn't just throwing money at a giant organization where, sometimes you don't know exactly where everything's going. It's about giving that time and giving that time for these girls to really make that change and to change their daily life, because in so many bad days, like just having a good day makes the biggest difference.
And now is this, you put makeup in little test tubes to mix colors?
Yes.
Oh,
So
it's like being an artiste.
Yes. And I have to make your perfect shade.
I feel like I'm always in between shades, no matter where. If I go to one store and I go and buy something, I'm like, oh, I'm this color. And then the next day, if I see a little sun, I'm a different shade. And then I'm like, shit, my foundation doesn't look like that. My halo glow doesn't match my neck color.
No, that's okay. If you ever do it too light or too dark, you could just switch that with concealer, or you could switch it with contour, depending on which way you want to go. If you want to go a little bit.
And what's your favorite products? Do you have like a favorite brand you choose more than others?
So I say my Deserted Island products. This is my personal, like, what I want on myself has to be bronzer, eyebrow gel, and mascara. That's it. I could survive off of those 3. And I'll live like a great, happy life.
Mine is eyelashes, because I just don't have any, and definitely probably like halo glow or like just a little concealer.
Yes.
For the breakouts.
Totally.
So now I know you say you have your own company. What's like your vision with it? Like, where would you see? What is your ultimate goal with this? Like, would you want to be like the big dog? Or are you like willing to stay in like New Jersey and travel and just be joining a salon type of thing? Like, where do you see?
Yeah, so I would love to really stay New Jersey based. My license is in New Jersey, so I'm a New Jersey cosmetologist. I see myself staying local. Family life is so important to me. It has to be biggest like thing about me is that I love my family and I love being around them. I love having my dad and my mom and my grandma, my cousins all be a part of my life growing up. So I want to stay local. I would love to one day hopefully just be working on brides. I'm a bridal industry girl. I'm bride, ride, or die.
That's probably such a really fun industry.
Yeah, I
Brides. We love being a bride.
I love the bridal industry. I'm bride, ride, or die. Like, totally all the way. Mornings of.
Have you ever had to deal with a bridezilla? I feel like that's
No,
like the
but
most
I've
shittiest
had
part.
momzillas. Actually,
Momzillas. I mean, yeah. They're probably
it's
like
momzilla and sisterzilla. No bridezillas.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be such a bridezilla.
Don't
Bree, what do you think over there, Mrs. Director?
I feel like you definitely would.
I'm a bridezilla.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bree is my director today. She's on mic audio. How's the mic test over there?
Test 1, 2.
Does it? Camera still recording over there?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, thanks for coming on the pod and doing this. You know, I feel like I do more of sit down, so this is fun, like doing a more interactive and showing your work.
I love this. This is more of a special event style glam rather than the bridal glam. Just because the bridal glam takes like 2 hours and I know the talking it was going to take like 5. So it's just like, okay, let's not.
So have you done any famous people in New Jersey that you we would consider?
Well, I did New York Fashion Week, so I did
Oh, okay, bougie girl.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then I did that, and during that process, I did have a few random influencers. I can't remember all of them, but I remember this, like, I did one of the Dance Moms girls. I can't remember, but no Kim Kardashian quite yet.
You had to choose one person to do makeup for, like, on who.
Oh my gosh. So I was saying for the longest time I want to do Olivia O'Brien's makeup, please. And thank
She's
you.
in New York too.
Yes, please. I love her. I love her music. I think she's so gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous. But I love her. I want to do her makeup so bad. Complimentary, of course.
She's also really dope. Do you have like a certain brand of foundation or more like concealer or certain brands?
Yeah, so
that you
my
use?
favorite foundations has to be the NARS. I love the Lancome as well for a little bit of a softer coverage. I love the Estee Lauder, which can be a little bit more matte, whereas the NARS is a little bit more dewy.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what you're looking for. Those have to be my favorites. And then for foundation, Tarte has to be the best.
Do you use any drugstore or?
Yes, I do. But it depends. So I like to be... I work towards a luxury clientele, so it depends on who I'm working for, because right now I'm on a bunch of other teams as well as having my own. So if I'm working for myself or if I'm working for someone who has a little bit of a lower rate, then in those case scenarios, I'll be using a little bit of my less expensive makeup.
How do you determine your rates? Like, do you compare to other people?
Yeah, so you look around the area, you see what the going rate is, and then you also look at your skill level. So I think at the beginning, my rates were a lot less than what they are now because I was just starting out. And then as I grew, and every single time I took a new master class, I took a bunch of master classes from celebrity artists. So from each class, basically you have to kind of keep raising your rates because every time you invest in yourself, you're investing in your kit and your education.
How
and your
much
skill level goes up.
Do you like have like a monthly budget where you're gonna apply a certain amount to your kit and you're like?
No, but I'm very money conscious about what I spend. I really try to keep my expenses low. I'm not the biggest spender. I will only buy what's needed, or try to at least. I'm not a perfect person, but I definitely I keep great track of all of my expenses, of everything I've purchased.
I love a money saving queen.
Yes, totally.
So have you ever had like a crisis where like someone didn't show up for an event you needed them for, and you like, or someone didn't like your vision of makeup? Like, how do you deal with like crisis mode?
Yes, I have had someone who didn't show up, but in that case, their makeup is already paid for, so really there was nothing to do. In that case scenario, I have had another time where someone else didn't show up.
So they didn't show up? Like, why didn't they show up? Were they sick? Do you charge people if they miss?
So I was on a team. So they paid prior to the morning of, and their final count was, I guess, either they did the wrong count, or someone just didn't show up, but you still get paid for it if it's depending on which team it was. So that one was nice. And then I've had a situation where I had a class and I was taking a class and my model didn't end up showing up, or told me the night before that she wasn't going to come.
Oh.
And that was at 11 p.m. for like maybe an 8 a.m. class.
Oh, God.
So
and you were like,
really
oh, my God, who am I going to get?
Yeah, so then I had to run through my contacts list, through my Instagram, try to get a model. And
How did you find a new model?
I had to call a friend.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to get some help over there. It was just too much. I was like 30 people deep, and everyone was
30
saying no.
people deep.
It was just so bad.
I mean, I would love to get my makeup
Actually, I
done.
had a few people looking too. I had like 5 girls trying to get me a friend.
Yeah, like, I would love to get I love getting my makeup and hair done. Like,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to?
No, you know the best part about getting your hair and makeup done is the stress is gone. You don't have to worry about your bathroom being a mess after wherever you're going. If you're going to a wedding, if you're going to a bridal shower, if you're going to a baby shower, baptism, a bar mitzvah, communion, wherever you're going, it's like you don't have to worry about anything. The stress is gone. You just kind of have enjoyment. There's no added stress. You get to sit in a chair. You gotta have some good company.
Yeah.
A lot of girls like to have a mimosa, depending.
Do people offer you drinks on the job?
Yes, all the time. I don't take them. I'm not trying to make the makeup look a little crazy. Yeah.
Do they, like, offer you to stay after? Like,
Yeah. A lot of times they will be like, oh, go get some food, enjoy yourself. But I've heard from other artists who've been in the industry longer to not do that because what they are, like, usually if it's a bride, it's because they want free touch-ups. So if it's subconscious or not, that's basically what I've heard.
So interesting. So they offer food and they're like, well, I need this done.
Yeah, so if you end up staying for the party, they're going to come back up to, hey, how does my lip look? What do you think about this? What do you think about this?
Are you willing to touch up after everyone's done? Let's say if something happens.
Yes,
you're like,
100%. So if you have a group of girls, right before you leave, you should be doing touch-ups. And then there also are services that I do offer for brides or really anyone who has a photo shoot where I can stay longer. I could stay for as many hours as you want and fix up continuously throughout your photo process. So every single second I need to fix your lipstick, or every single second I need to fix your hair. Every single time that flyaway is going to just stress out the photo, I am there to fix it, each one.
And how do you feel about, like, hair? Is there certain hairstyles you're like, holy shit, I can't do that? It's like, I would be, like, geeking out with some bride request.
Sometimes.
Like Teresa Giudice's hair.
Honestly, yeah, no, that's crazy. But, you know, that's where these classes come in. You got to take master classes, even for, like, hairstylists. Like, I actually have a master class for a hairstyling class where I'm really excited about, which is in the next 2 weeks, to teach me a bunch of new looks that I haven't completely mastered yet, and I'm really excited. You know, I think any time that there is a look I can't do, it basically inspires me to really master that one.
Have you ever done someone's makeup and they're like, I'm sorry, I hate this?
No.
See, that's good. I mean, like, sometimes with the bridal industry, like, I just feel like there's a lot of clients that are probably like, I want this done, or I need this a certain way, and if it's not, obviously, like, some styles just fit some people's faces a little differently, and they don't look exactly like other people's. So I feel like you deal with bridezillas and now momzillas and sisterzillas.
Yeah. No, definitely. That definitely happens. But, you know, a lot of the girls I work with are also very talented, and so I haven't even really experienced too much of that.
How many is it usually when you guys go to a wedding? Like, how many? Like, 3 of you?
I guess there's usually maybe if there's 10 bridesmaids, there's 2 makeup artists, 2 hairstylists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if there's 8, same thing, 2 makeup artists, 2 hairstylists. If there's 6, depending on who you're with, it could be 1 makeup artist, or it could be 2, depending on who you're working for, and how much time you're also given. It's usually about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour per girl.
And is there, like, do you guys, like, switch on and off when you get to a wedding? You're like, okay, to this day I'm going to do hair, and then the next day I'm going to do makeup, or...
I'm on a few teams, so it really works that in a group chat they'll be like, hi, hair is needed June 6th. Who's available? 5 girls, this location.
Does it cost money to join a team?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. Yeah, no.
So do you get picked up or you have to, like, audition type of thing?
A little bit of both. So a lot of times there are a few groups that don't want to hire you unless you've been trained already, if you've taken a master class by that makeup artist. Or there are other girls who you could really just DM on Instagram and be like, hey, I'm really a huge fan of your work. Can I, like, do you have a spot open on your team? I'd love to work for you.
Oh, wow.
Love to work beside you. Really, you got to put yourself out there. I mean, I walked into a bridal shop one day and handed them my card because I follow them on Instagram. You
got to advocate for yourself.
Yes, 100%. I think that's important in any industry. If that's whatever you're doing, you really have to put yourself out there because there's so many people who are afraid.
And I mean, I feel like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is it a very, not jealous industry, or is it very competitive? Like, how do you deal with, like, the competitiveness of, like, trying to show off your work compared to someone else's? Like, why you should get a job. You know what I mean?
You know what? I haven't experienced any of that, but something that I've learned is that if they're not going to hire you, they're not going to hire you. You're not their artist. This is like, girls, it's their wedding day. It's their special day. And sometimes you're just not the right fit. Sometimes it's that maybe your personalities don't match. It's not always just about your artistry or your skill levels. It could be just because maybe any of that. But I haven't experienced any competitiveness truly between other artists. Everyone I've met has really truly been extremely kind and generous and helpful. Usually when we're all together, we'll be like, oh, have you tried the new House Labs blush? Or have you tried the new whatever, which product do you have? And then I've even had girls offer me, hey, today, do you want to try that in my kit? I know you asked about it.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a very
opening,
supportive community. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I know you expect that, like, not from the video.
I mean, like, yeah, because it's like girls, and you know, like, I assume
can
there's,
be mean.
yeah, I feel like there's definitely some form of drama, not totally, but like, at least you have had great experiences.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been a terrible experience.
You always got to say half glass filled. That's really my motto in every situation, is that, like, always half glass fill it, because you can be negative about everything.
Yeah. What do you decide is in your kit? Like, when you talk about luxury, is there certain stuff that's not in your kit and that you're like, well, it's very popular, but I just don't like the way this product lays, or I don't like the way this product looks on girls? Like, has there been a product you bought and you're like...
Yeah, there has been products I bought that I hate. But usually what I'll do now is I've learned my lesson from that, and is wait until I really take one of those master classes, try that product, usually from the lead artist that day or the one teaching the class, and then purchase that if I feel like it's worth it. If I feel like it really made that big difference.
Yeah.
For example, I took Lauren D'Amelio's masterclass.
Yep.
And I tried the House Labs blush.
And you love it.
I'm obsessed. I recommend
show
this,
the camera, show the
crazy. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's this, like, bright pink, same color as, like, literally my nail polish.
He's obsessed.
It's so gorgeous. I tried it at her class, and now it's, like, my go-to blush. And then same thing, I have it for deeper tones as well. Like, I love it. I love it.
What?
I would pull the camera up a little bit.
We're pulling the camera up a little bit. Here we go. There we go. Slay director Brie. It's never a dull moment on BS with Bella. Technology problems, director vibes. How's it going, Brie? We're chilling now. It's always never a dull moment. Like,
Director Brie to you,
I have a team of BS with Bella. Maybe Brie should join the BS with Bella team.
Actually, Brie cheese. Thank you very much.
I literally did an interview the other day, and my mics that have my that hold like my mics, they're like metal rods, and they fell during mid interview. And she goes, "Nothing is perfect," as the mics are falling on the floor. So nothing is perfect. You know, we're learning in this process. Has it been, since you've been small, like you starting out, what are ways that you get your work or your name done? Do you put something in a magazine, a local magazine?
Yeah, so I've really been
social
working
media,
on different outlets of how to advertise. Social media has been really big for me. Word of mouth has also been really big for me. Right now I'm working on
I'm telling everyone, it is professional over here. She's got two lights. Like,
Yes, I really try to keep it as professional as possible, always. I mean, I love what I do, and I think that's really important, to really have a passion in whatever you're doing. Like, I wouldn't be doing this or if I really didn't love it, and I enjoy it so much. But I'm really still figuring out those.
Did you go to college originally for another degree?
Yes.
Where'd you
so
go?
I went to the University of Colorado in Boulder to do business. So I started in their business program, and then came home because my mom was sick, and I didn't want to miss out on things. She was pretty sick, and I just wanted to be home around her.
And then that's when you found your... And honestly, COVID was like the best thing for you because you found out your passion.
Yes, exactly. So that's when I came home, and I actually went to school local. And then throughout that process, I realized I didn't want to do business. Both my parents were in business. They're both bankers, and I just lived under a desk quite literally. I'll send you a little photo of me under the desk so you can put it
insert photo here.
Literally, I grew up under a desk, and I just didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that, and I know my mom didn't want that for me either.
Yeah, I get that.
Even her all the time, she knew that that just wasn't me. I had to be up and moving, and that's when I kind of went into teaching. And I think even being in this industry, I can still teach. I love to teach. I actually teach one-on-one classes for people to learn how to do their own makeup. I teach other artists how to do
I need a one-on-one class, let me tell you.
Yes.
There's been times I go back in my college pictures, I'm like, holy mother, the powder under the eyes. Or too much, concealer where I look like Flashback Mary.
Yeah.
Literally. I'll be at the bar and it's concealer. Just concealer under the eyes.
Honestly, though, when I do my own makeup going out, it's so different than how I do professional makeup.
Do all your friends ask you to do their makeups?
Regularly.
Oh! Regularly.
I just went away with 5 of my girlfriends, and each one sat down in the chair and moved, and then the next one sat down, and then moved, and then the next one sat down.
It's share the talent.
Yeah, no, it was awesome though, because I love it. It's so fun being a part of someone else's experience and helping them feel beautiful and confident, and especially when they're stressed, oh my god, my eyeliner's not working out. I hate this. It's terrible. Worst day ever. Yeah, no, and then it's me just helping my friend and them being oh my god, thank you. It just makes the biggest difference. This is basically why I do this, to make girls feel pretty and feel beautiful and feel confident in themselves, because I grew up very not confident. I grew up being the overweight girl in my class and having being bullied, especially by my brother, but biggest bully ever. But it was just, I had no confidence. I quit dance when I was in 4th grade because I hated looking at myself in the mirror, and that's so young to even imagine that. That's before social media. That's before any of that. And I just had no confidence, and and then I found a love for makeup in that process, and helped me grow my own confidence. And it's feeling beautiful about yourself and in your skin, and a little makeup helps, and enjoy it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, but that's such a sweet message. I feel the power of social media can definitely change someone's outlook.
Yeah.
And also help your business. What have you done social media wise to show? Do you post regularly?
Yes, I try to. I try to do a post, 2 posts a week or 3 posts a week. I'm terrible. I'm just so terrible with social media. I have a little social media manager, but that's even hard to get when you can't get all those photos.
Bree, is that you?
Manager.
Business Bree over there. Director Bree and Business Bree.
Yeah, totally.
You'll get to see Bree at the end of the video. We'll show her to the audience. A little debut. Yo.
Totally.
Bree texted me. She's like, I'm coming and watching the pod. I said, okay, sure. Come watch the pod. She's a great director. She's checking lights, mics, cameras. And I bought these little mic packs. I'm a little more innovative now.
Okay.
Now, some people talk about doing eyes first. Is there a certain way, out of the norm, how you start your makeup?
So I usually, depending. So if I am working quickly, I will do face first. If I have my full amount of time, I'll do eyes first. Depending also on the look. So if someone wants a black, I'm going to be doing eyes first because there's going to be fallout. But if I'm doing bronzy, I like to actually do the eyes first because then I can mesh it into the face and really make it seamless rather than a strict line. So if you're looking for a very harsh line, it's good to do eyes first. But if you want it to be a little bit more seamless, face first. I'll go in between them.
And we're doing a glam look today. Yo, Bree, how's the camera over there? Chilling?
Recording.
Yes, let's... These cameras these days love to, like, time out on, like, 20 minutes, and then it's like, restart! Yeah, restart! If you could see, like, the it's like science over here. Like, you, like, mix, like, paint, art.
Yeah.
I love these Powerpuff things.
Me too. Powerpuffs?
Yeah.
Is that what you call them?
Yep.
Like the Powerpuff Girls?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Oh, look up.
Because I feel like they, like, get your under eyes baked.
Look up. Yeah, no, it's awesome. I'm going to start calling them my Powerpuffs.
Yeah, call them your Powerpuffs. Me and my girlfriends at school call them Powerpuffs.
I'm totally calling them that.
A Powerpuff Queen.
Mm-hmm. These things are, like, life-changing.
What is in your emergency makeup bag when you go out?
So, I actually put a little touch-up together for my brides.
Oh. That's cute, like a little
brought
bag.
Yeah, so I usually what I'll do in my little touch-up is I'll put a little Band-Aid, I'll put a safety pin, a hairpin, a mint, a
Snaggy brat.
I'll put an oil blotting sheet, a puff, a little bit of extra powder in a little container.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so cute.
I'll
It's
do
like a
a
little
mini
goodie
setting
bag.
spray. Yes, so that it's kind of like opposite. So if you're in the winter, you might get a little dry. If you're in the summer, you're going to get a little oily. You're going to be sweaty. You're going to need that extra powder maybe. But in the winter, you're going to need that extra spray. So
Where's the farthest in New Jersey you have traveled?
okay, so I did Cape May for less than 24 hours. That was brutal because we're right at the tip of New Jersey. We're right at that top. So going all the way to the bottom for less than 24 hours.
My boyfriend has a house in Wildwood, and it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, for just like literally less than 24 hours. It was
You had to drive there and
brutal.
back?
Yeah, I had another booking right up here like the next day.
That's crazy.
I couldn't even enjoy the beach for a day.
Nope.
But that's what happens. Like last week I worked in Freehold, and I was really excited to like kind of go to the beach right after, maybe go to Manasquan. But it was just so ugly out that I couldn't go, and I was like, oh well, next time.
Do you do a lot of outside weddings more than inside?
In the summer and even in the fall, yes. A lot of ladies love the leaves in the fall. Like, and most times, honestly, people have their weddings outside unless it's raining. I will say in the winter, people always have like their inside weddings, but it's mostly outdoor. I mean, I'm working specifically in the bridal room, so I'm not working in the like dance hall or the room at all. I'm working in the bridal suite.
Now, I know you say you only travel to New Jersey. Will you travel to New York?
Yes, so I travel to New York all the time, actually. I'm going to be in New York this weekend. I was in New York a few weekends ago.
What are you doing?
I'm in New York all the time. I'm doing a bride and I think the mom. I'm doing mom and bride, and then I go to PA all the time as well. So I had a full tri-state weekend.
So you're
like 2
willing to,
weekends ago.
you're more of like a New Jersey, PA,
Tri-state,
yeah.
Whole tri-state girl.
Whole tri-state. Where's the farthest you've gone out of the 3 states?
I don't know. It was somewhere in PA that was like almost 3 hours away.
Bumbletown, Pinweeds.
Yep.
I know my girl Jenna's watching. She's from York. She lives in the sticks. The sticks of PA. Was it in the sticks of PA? Had been.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I have no idea.
Sticks of PA.
I have no idea. I can't help you. I can't remember.
What would be your favorite products for foundation, blush? Give us the whole 9 yards.
Well, foundation, like I said, it has to be the NARS. Like, I love the dewy skin. For my blush, the House Lab.
Yep.
My bronzer, I'm a Charlotte Tilbury girl. Yeah. And
CT all the way.
yes. I'm just gonna go right here because sweaty spaghetti.
So you're a Charlotte Tilbury girl. And then what would you do for like eyebrows and lips?
I make up my lipstick every single time. I have no idea what I'm doing. I make it up. Like, I have these little palettes where I put together and I depotted. I have no idea which color is which, but I mix them every single time.
And you could call them your new shades. You could call them your new...
And what I do is I'll give a little touch-up. So I got one for you.
Oh, thanks!
I have my own today, too, because I did... Oh, where is it? Oh, no, it fell out. Oh, no, here it is. I made my own today too.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, maybe a
So
little
how
bit.
are you booked? Like on social media? Do you have your own website?
Yeah, so I'm actually in the works of making my website right now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working with a company that mainly does marketing and social media, or marketing and advertising. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, she's back. She's timed out, but she's back, ready and going. We're up and going again. The YouTube's gonna have so much fun watching logo, watch logo every single
Wait for the
time.
commercial break.
Yeah, commercial break.
That's what it was.
So yeah, we just give you guys commercial breaks. So you make your own lip gloss, and then what's like your favorite highlighter? I feel like I don't use highlighter that much.
Right now, I love the Charlotte Tilbury one.
Tilbury's the girl.
Yes, Tilbury love. Definitely huge fan of her.
Have you done any interviews for your?
No, so
What
this
was the
my
first one?
interview, and then close your eyes. Yeah, no, I love it. So much fun, and I love doing makeup. I love that we're doing like a little interactive.
And then,
scene.
yeah, because sometimes the one-on-ones are boring, and it's something different, and especially like I feel like with makeup or chefs or like certain you have to do like an
Yes!
interactive.
Oh my God, so fun.
You know, I'd love to have
I'm a
a
foodie.
chef. I know I would love to have a chef on the show.
Right.
Bree, why are you raising your hand over there? Do you
Crepe maker.
Oh, that's
Oh
true.
yeah. So Bree's
I'll be cameraman that day.
Everything.
Bree, like we should do a crepe episode. So if you guys didn't know, I have this friend named Bree. She's in the corner over there. She
She goes by Brie Cheese.
yeah, she goes by Bree Cheese. Me and Bree actually met over basketball. We were absolute ballers at our high school. Some may say always JV, but like we were absolute ballers, and we became friends. And Bree's mom owns a crepe business, and I worked on that truck for a year and a half.
You did?
I
worked
did.
there too. Oh my
So
God.
we need to do a crepe episode. How to make a crepe? Is that like French,
Yes,
or is it?
French.
It's French, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bree, are you French?
No.
Are you French?
My name is French.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm named after Jackie Kennedy, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm named after no one. I'm not that famous. Some may say.
Actually, fun fact, my initials were like a tradition in my family, so we're all JIP. Like, my mom was Jessica Yvette Pardo, prior to her name being Pagano.
Oh wow.
I'm Jacqueline Alyssa Pagano with an I. My aunt is Jitty Yvette Pardo. My uncle is Jack Yvonne Pardo. And my grandpa is Jorge Yvonne Pardo.
Oh wow. Pardo.
Yep, it's the Pardo side.
Now, how do you fill in your eyebrows? What do you use? Do you use like Anastasia?
Yes, Anastasia. I love my Anastasia. I'll use. I love their products. I use the Anastasia, and then I also use. I use a powder and a pencil, depending on my mood. I like both.
I feel like I don't know. You know what I do because I can't fill in my eyebrows. I take an eyebrow tint and go whoosh and call it a day.
I love that. Honestly,
Because I don't know how to fill in my eyebrows.
amazing. It's easy if you just try with the pencil. The pencil's easier, and especially if you have light hair. Just you could always try like a lighter pencil.
So what would you tell girls who are starting into the makeup industry and have no idea how to be picked up or how to grow their business or how to actually like create a name for themselves? What would you
I
say
would
to them?
recommend either taking a makeup program, going to a makeup school, or taking a one-on-one class with your favorite artist. Asking them all the questions. I think classes are really how you can level up and how you can elevate your skill set, how you can learning from other artists, ask to assist, ask to work with people, give free time out. Like, it's so important to learn from other people who are actually in this industry. I totally recommend taking those master classes.
Mm-hmm.
I loved my program I took, and it was such a great introduction into the beauty industry. And then since there, I just love taking all these master classes from all these artists, and I've learned so much from each artist and take a piece from this one and that one.
You learn. It's like hair classes people take.
Yes, exactly. So I think that taking those classes, getting educated, watch YouTube videos, really immerse yourself into an education. And it doesn't mean you have to pay for everything. YouTube is free.
Yeah.
You can learn online. People do TikToks. I sit there and I study hairstyling videos. I just study them. I study makeup artistry videos. Like, that's what I do. So,
Would you ever create any content to put out?
I would, but I need a content creator to actually do it because I'm so bad with it.
3, 2, 1, action. We're really professional here. My mic pack died, so this is my mic. My phone, my literal phone right now. So
Yes. Oh, and then look up.
Oh, we're looking up.
Yeah, so I think we were talking about what I would recommend to anyone starting in the industry. And I would say also don't be scared. Take risks. Add more pigment. I think that's the scariest part when you first start.
Yeah.
And ask questions. DM people. Just put yourself out there. Ask questions. Just
You
put
better
yourself out
learn.
there.
You better learn.
Yeah. The worst someone will say is no. And don't be afraid of no.
You know, I think I'm always scared of no. And I don't know why I'm always scared of no. I think I'm just scared because then I'm like in a rabbit hole and I'm like, fuck, where do I go next? Like, I feel like that's always my issue.
Yeah, I think no can be scary, but you know, the worst that'll happen is no.
Yeah.
You move on or you find a solution. I heard someone who said, I don't want to talk about problems, I just want to talk about solutions.
Wow, that's a good one. Fix it.
Yes, yeah. Look at how to keep that glass filled. And
That glass filled.
yes. So
I can't believe my mic pack died during literally this interview. I bought a new camera today, guys. They told me it was going to be fully charged. We're using my dad's camera. Bree's on old camera duty. And now this is my microphone.
L's on L's.
You know, nothing's
It's okay,
perfect.
half glass filled.
Yep.
We're here. We're doing
here.
makeup. We have
Here.
good lighting. We have good cameraman.
We're making it work. We're making it work.
Good hostess. Like, amazing vibes.
You know, always a backup plan.
Yeah.
We always
We're on plan C.
we're really on plan C. Plan D, I have no idea what's going on next. So after the eyes, what's like your last thing? Kind of just...
I jump around from step to step.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am not, like, I started the face, I'm not done with the face. I'm halfway with the eyes, I'll move on to something else. I'll go back to the eyes. Like, I am not someone who just, like, does, like, one step at a time. I kind of just, like, my brain is here, then there, then here, then there, then here, then there.
Yeah. It's like jumpy. That's like mine.
Yep.
So what, like, do you bring, like, a speaker when you do, like...
So I will bring a speaker if they're at my home studio. I'll have music on, I'll have a candle on. But if I'm on location, usually it'll be for a bridal party, maybe a bride trial, special event, and usually they'll put music on themselves if they want it. It really depends. It's their environment. It's how they want to get ready. And a lot of
What's your
times
dream studio?
Like,
I know you said you're having a little construction done.
yes. I mean, I would love to have just like full hair and makeup studio. I would love for my friends to even have studios next to me, or even to have a full team studio. That that would be really cool. And then I would also love to have even like just a bunch of beauty girls within the same area. And I'm not really looking to join one of those standalone salons. I'm really looking to have, I would love to just have a studio within my area, something close by. I think that's the biggest goal. Would be something within a 15-minute range.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
So we just sped up the makeup process, but this is the final look. Jackie slayed this. And she has a little goodie bag for me.
Little touch-up lip.
Oh, well, people on the pod.
Custom color.
People on the pod have to
then,
turn in on YouTube to see the final look. Oh, thank you. A little sweet treat.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Jackie, for coming on the pod. How could people book you if they want to book with you?
What's best to do is check out my Instagram, utopianbeauty.byjackie, or send an email straight to utopianbeauty@outlook.com with all of your event details.
And I will link everything down below. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. See you guys next week. Bye.